Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be discussing about another OSINT tool for email investigation. All right. So the name of the tool is User Scanner. User Scanner. So what is User Scanner in a nutshell? User Scanner is an OSINT email investigation tool for gathering information, investigating information, or investigating an email address to know list of sites and email as they used for. We can investigate lists of website platforms, social media platforms, online platform that an email address are what it like an email address has been used for. So that is what most of the forensic guys, forensic investigators use for gathering information based on the email address. So you can investigate an email address and also you can also investigate a username. For example, you can investigate at GoDaddy, at David, Neil, and so on. So you can investigate any social media username, like for example, Facebook username, Instagram username, X username, LinkedIn username, and so on, GitHub username. So that is what user scan is used for. It is used for investigating an email address to investigate the list of sites that email has been used for, that email has been registered on. And also it is also used again for what? For knowing or checking if that email has been compromised. So that is what the user scan is mostly used for. So now the next thing now is what? How do we install the user scanner? If you look now, the user scanner, a powerful two-in-one OSINT suite engineered for deep email and username intel with 400 total scan vector, including 170 plus email integrated sites and 230 plus username platforms. You can map digital footprint, analyze target behavior, and uncover interests, full metadata scraping of usernames, and also verify account registrations in what? Seconds. So that is what the user scan is used for. All right. So go beyond account enumeration. Yes, Web Vital turns an email or username into a complete identity investigation with what deep OSINT, enrichment, breach intel, AI analysis, and what an interactive identity what graph. So that is what is used for. All right. The key feature of this two in this GitHub repo is for deep email and username OSINT. That is what to look up an email registration and platforms advanced username profiling across what multiple platforms. That's what 400 platforms. That means you can get an information about an email. You can what know. You can investigate the email address across 400 plus platforms. That means you can gather that information, you can scan that email across multiple platforms. That's 400 plus platforms. And also enrich metadata script. You can script what um, some information about the username, the bio, the description, the followers count, user ID, phone number, seller, and also other information that is what linked to the what username. So that's it. And these are what the key features of what the tool. So now the main thing is that now how do we install this tool now is by what we have to install it from our Linux machine. Now these are different installation methods. All right, these are the different installation methods. So we are going to use the known and common installation method which are recognized and known by everyone. So here on our Linux here, if you want to clone this tool, just like you are literally downloading what the tool. So you want to download it from your GitHub repo or from the GitHub. So how do you do that? So you click on the code here. You can just search user-scanner space GitHub. So it will bring you to what? To this what repository. So you click on this code here. This is what the link to the what? This user scanner repository. So you click on it. You go to your GitHub. Your Linux machine. You type git space clone space. Then you paste what the link. Then you paste the link, you just copy it from what your GitHub, you paste it here. Then after pasting, then you enter. Immediately you enter, it will start cloning. See, already exists and is not an empty directory. That means I've already cloned this repository already in my Linux machine. I've already cloned the two already. So where is it here? So after the whole clone of the thing, it's going to signify that yes, it's 100% completed. So how do you know? Is you it, on your screen now you see as it is installing and it's cloning from percentage to another what percentage. So from there, to show you, you are going to see there that that's what the tool has been what installed. The repository has been installed in your what your machine. So the next thing, how do you verify that yes, this stuff that I installed is on my machine? You type list. So list now is going to show you list of folders and files on your current directory. So this is it here, user-scanner. So that's it. So this is the tool we are using here. So you do cd space user-scanner to enter what the folder where the main tool is. So next thing is what you list again to check what is inside the user-scanner ls to list. So these are the what the files and folders and subfolders present in this user scanner folders. Now folder. All right. So what else do we need to do now is what we need to what install the what the dependencies. We need to install what the dependencies, which is this requirement.txt. If I do cat now, cat space cat now is a command for revealing the content of a file without modification. Cat space requirement.txt. So I enter. These are what. So we have to install httpx sock io colorama and what call underscore cffi. So these are what we are installing as our dependencies for these user scanner. So we've seen what is inside the requirement.txt. So next, how do we install it now? You type. So before you do that, you have to be on your what virtual environment, because to install requirements you have to use what the pipe command, which is the Python script command. How do you do that? So after you now you come to this what your user scanner repo here from your GitHub. You scroll down to the installation methods there. You see it, virtual environment setup. You have to be on your virtual environment before you can say you want to run any of this installation, because by default this tool is what developed and programmed with what Python. All right. So what are we going to do now is what we're going to type this what to create our virtual environment. All right. So Python space -m space vmv space -vmv. All right. Space vmv. So you enter. All right. So next thing now, what we want to wait. So now we are going to activate the environment where we can what execute and run the requirement. All right. You type source space vnv/bin/activate. Then you enter. So now it has activated the virtual environment for us. All right. So now next thing now is what let's install the requirement.txt, the dependencies, which are this here. All right. Pipe space install space -r space requirement.txt. Then you enter. Then you give it like, let's give it time. So it's going to install the dependencies as soon as possible. All right. So it's installing the dependencies now. All right. Requirements already satisfied, so I'm done with the dependencies. So now you can either use the requirement.txt to install the dependencies, or you use what's it called, the pipe space install space user-scanner. So any of the commands is good to install the dependencies. It depends on your own choice. All right. So now next thing now is what after installing the dependencies. So now everything now is intact. So how do we run this tool now? You type user scanner space -e space the email address you want to scan. So this is my email address now. I want to scan my email address. This is what a demo email address which I just use now to create different sites. So now let me enter. All right. All right. So now it's scanning. Done. So now you can see now Zoho, it is registered in Zoho. Fishnet, Finch, Fitness, that's another fitness site, that's Finch. No, it's not registered in Finch. Then we have entertainment sites, Quick Joy and so on. Netflix, no. Spotify, yes, and so on. So these are the list of sites. It is registered, skipped. Those skipped are the sites that are what? That this tool is not registered on. Alright. See, development sites, dev sites, everything all registered except the what? The lower rock. Alright, and so on. So we have the learning site, shopping sites, and so on. So these are the sites. Total hits 24, skipped 57. So and also you can also add multiple platforms. Maybe now you feel again. Maybe now you feel like platform you actually want the email to scan, and the email was not being scanned. You understand? So how do you do that now? You just have to specify the script for the platform and the directory, the folder for the platform. For example, now let me show you something. All right. So you list first. So you see a place called user scanner, right? So you enter the directory, cd user scanner, then you list out. Then next you see what tests. cd user scanner again. Alright, let me list out. So these are the what? Email scan, email. For the email address, email scanner, let me enter cd space email. Alright, so these are the sites that I can scan my email addresses under the email underscore scan. I can scan for sports site, women's health site, traveling site, social media site, other sites, news, learning, music, jobs, hosting, game. So now maybe you feel like okay, I want to add more like banking site. Maybe you want to add football site, that sports site, or you want to add a kind of unique site which is not among this list here. First thing, you have to create directory. After creating the folder, which is what the directory, then you create the script for each. For example, now let me go to this shopping site to look at the script used for this shopping, for this was shopping site. See this space shopping site, shopping, enter. All right, these are the scripts for shopping site. Rapid.py, Vivo no.py, Vivi no.py, statically.py, rapid.py, and so on. So you can also add your own. You can also say what I want to create like Jumia now for shopping site. I can say what I'll create what Jumia site touch space Jumia.py. Then I enter. So now I'll now go and get what the script for what Jumia.py. So this is Jumia.py now. So how do I open this Jumia.py? Now I'm going to use what nano NANO space Jumia.py. So from here now I can start writing my script. Function and so on. So that's it. All right. So that is it. So you can also add more scripts to this user scan to make it more awesome, more powerful to your own taste. So that's it, guys. So thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.
Thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial helps level up your tech skills. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join the Limitless Media Hub.